mother, Cynthia Germanata, started the Born This Way Foundation to assist gay, lesbian, and homeless youth. Parents are throwing their children out on the street at an alarming rate after finding out their child is gay. It is an unfortunate trend in this country, and thanks to this foundation, kids are getting the help they need to find shelter and find self-esteem again. First, I'm going to talk about the 3 pillars of the Born This Way Foundation and what it stands for. Second, I'm going to share with you the importance of this foundation and why big leading companies have gotten involved. And third, I'm going to tell you about the Born Brave bus that goes on tour with Lady Gaga to inform people better about equality. So suppose you were thrown out of your house by your parents because of something you couldn't control. Left feeling alone and scared because you trusted them enough to tell them that you were gay, and then they slammed you instead, leaving you homeless and scared. The Born This Way Foundation is a place to inform people that gay and lesbian youth should not be thrown out on the streets like yesterday's trash. So let's explore the pillars of the Born This Way Foundation. The 3 pillars of the Born This Way Foundation are stated as safety, skills, and opportunity. Safety means basically the foundation states that it's creating a safe and useful place to celebrate individuality. It also states that when provided with a safe environment, young people are able to explore themselves. The skills basically show that the foundation also helps teaching advocacy, promoting civic engagement, and encouraging self-expression. And finally, the foundation shows gay and lesbian youth how to start identifying ways to implement solutions to impact local communities. You now know what the foundation stands for, so let's move on to the impact it has had on the 2 leading companies to get involved to help fund the foundation. Okay, so Viacom gets involved. Viacom has been involved with with foundations in supporting mental health of America's youth for a long time. Felipe Dahmen, the president and CEO of Viacom, stated that our brands are built to amplify audiences and empower them to embrace diversity, be the change, and shape the culture in a positive way. Viacom is proud to stand with Lady Gaga and the Born This Way Foundation and lead our global megaphone for young youth to speak out in support of acceptance, tolerance, and respect. So then Office Depot decides to get involved. And they produce products in support of the Born This Way Foundation. 25% of the sales of these products go straight to the Born This Way Foundation and a guaranteed $1 million donation, which is really nice. Custom products such as gift cards that state empowering messages on the front like be yourself and be accepting are sold in the stores. Lady Gaga's mother, Cynthia Germanata, who's the co-founder of the Born This Way Foundation, says, Office Depot is a place that brings together students as well as their families and their teachers, who play such an important role in inspiring today's youth. So as we can see, being involved in our gay and lesbian youth is important to not only communities and individuals, but also to our large companies that can put money and credence behind it to support it. I actually got to see this in person, which was pretty cool. So the Born Brave bus sits outside Lady Gaga's concert venues, seeking to educate by aiming to stimulate conversation and education around the topics of safety, skills, and opportunity, which we talked about, the 3 pillars of the Born This Way Foundation. While speaking at the Born This Way Foundation launch held at Harvard University, Lady Gaga stated, what I want to do is strike your nerve over and over again to get you talking so that you can be a part of this message that will change everything. Instead of beers and barbecues like you'd see at a tailgate party, for sports or something like that, Lady Gaga wanted to create the Born Brave bus to help educate concert goers and fans on how to help the troubled gay and lesbian youth in a positive manner. So, I have informed you today about the 3 main pillars of the Born This Way Foundation. With that, I also discussed how important it is to create a safe and useful place, to celebrate individuality, and how big companies like Viacom and Office Depot have joined hands with the Born This Way Foundation to ensure that a positive message spreads. And finally, I spoke about how Lady Gaga went the extra mile to ensure that her concert goers see firsthand how to get involved and become educated about the homeless gay youth. So we have the Born Brave bus, say that 3 times fast, for people to tour through and look through and see pictures. The Born This Way Foundation is a place to inform people that the gay and lesbian youth should not be thrown out on the street like yesterday's trash. Lady Gaga is more than a musician. Lady Gaga is innovative, smart, and a wonderful human being who cares about America's gay youth and people in general. I'm hoping you have all gained some knowledge today about how important it is to be supportive and open-minded for others' choices. We have a choice to ignore our problems in this country or to get involved. Pick something and get involved. I promise you, you won't regret it. Thank you.